In last week's video we made it to Canada and started our road trip. We are here at our first national park and it's Elk Island National Park. There are so many mosquitoes behind you, honey. We successfully hiked to the backcountry camp and put up our tent. There are swamps everywhere and it's so wet. Look. Oh yeah, and bison. You have to be careful around them and keep your distance, because you never know how they would react and you don't want to provoke them. One of them made it really close to our tent last night. And we just heard his breathing, very strong. So that was definitely an exciting night. Anyway, looks like we survived and we can start our second day. It's quite foggy today in the morning and quite cold. We put our wet socks and wet shoes from yesterday on, so it's very pleasant. And look how foggy is it here. Ta-da! We can't see anything.
Great views, just like yesterday.
So yeah, according to Weather Canada, it is around 16 degrees here now. Hopefully it will get warmer.
It's supposed to, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to. So yeah, and now we are heading back to our car and we will eat something and then we will discover more of this national park. The mosquitoes, of course, don't mind the cold or the fog at all.
They are everywhere.
Yeah, they are everywhere around us.
We have to use a repellent again.
And also on our hair.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But they still want to eat us. But less than without a repellent. There is very squishy soil under us. But we know everything already. And yeah.
So let's hurry back to our car.
Yeah. The sun is trying to peek out of the clouds and it feels amazing. So this trail is a nightmare because of the mosquitoes, right, honey? There are billions of them and it's not great.
But we haven't met anyone, just the mosquitoes.
Yay. I have eaten one. Yeah, so it's in my throat somewhere. That was new. And there is wildlife.
Look, we are at the end. We'll be at our car momentarily.
Yay!
Bye bye, mosquitoes.
The sun came out and it's so pleasant now. The mosquitoes disappeared slowly. There is only one here and there, and it's so much better.
Yeah, we can finally start enjoying the day.
Yeah.
We've arrived to, I think it's called Estatin Lake, and here's our first hike of the day. This 400-meter long boardwalk. We came here early in the morning before it gets full, because I think this is one of the most popular areas in the park. And so far there are only a few people, so that's great.
Yeah, we like it.
And it's sunny, or almost sunny. It's not cloudy, so it's better than yesterday.
And
it's not raining.
And it's not cold.
Yeah, as you can see.
Eee.
Maybe I never knew what I really wanted. see it's all clear.
There is water here, so we need to use the opportunity and refill our bottle. Because water is scarce here.
Yeah, we don't have any water in our campground, so we are carrying it with us.
Yeah, so it's important to refill the bottles when there is an opportunity. And
How is it? Delicious?
delicious. Like from nature. There is no one here, so this is not embarrassing at all. And this swing is so big, so it's for adults like me. I am a total adult.
It looks like a throne of King Peter.
Yeah. Exactly.
Where's your crown?
It flew off because this is too fast. Should I jump off?
Definitely. What could possibly happen?
Going. Woo! And look at my honeybee. You look so elegant up there.
One is supposed to be elegant.
Yeah, of course. How is it?
Fun?
Yay!
Is this what you mean by fun?
Yes. Yes. Tommy is discovering fun right now. Look at my feet. The skin is like when they are too long in wetness, you know. My socks look amazing too. But we are relaxing. Yay! We found this area near the lake. And
area.
yeah, and everyone is relaxing here, so this is great. Look,
So we are trying to dry off a bit.
yeah.
I'm still a kid trying to act like they all taught me.
After a bit of relaxing and drying our socks off, we continued walking various paths of the national park.
Oh, it hurts to grow up, 'cause nothing makes sense anymore.
Everything was very green and lush, and at one point we felt like we were in a butterfly kingdom. There were so many of them, all so beautiful, posing for us and making our day pretty.
These trees look like Saskatoon berries. At least the ones we have in our garden, except they grow here wildly
Yeah,
and we have to plant them.
and they are so tall.
Uh-huh.
The berries are starting to appear. So it would be nice to have something like this in our garden.
We have an idea what our hedge might look like in the future.
Yeah. We are eating here, and animals started to gather.
Waiting for crumbs.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Sounds like it's calling all its friends.
Hopefully not.
Guys, so much food here. We can take these two losers.
I thought you found something, but only mosquitoes, right?
I'm hiding in the sun.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes.
Yeah. That's the only escape from the mosquitoes, and not always.
Yeah.
Come here. Look. Beavers
Wow.
were here. They wanted to remove such a big tree. It's still alive. It has leaves
But not for long, probably.
for long. And this one is done.
Uh-huh.
But I don't see any beavers.
They're hiding.
This trail is supposed to be about beavers. They love it here in these ponds. But yeah, so far no luck. Honey, don't come here.
But it's in the sun.
No, you are clumsy. You
Okay.
will fall into the water.
I'll let the mosquitoes eat me instead.
Turn around and we are going. The landscapes are kinda samey in Elk Island National Park. The terrain is mostly flat, there are swamps or ponds, and mosquitoes are looking forward to tasting you every step of the way. We were enjoying the day regardless. It was pleasant and sunny, and we discovered many trails. We liked all the boardwalks, but sadly didn't see any beavers. At least there were nice dragonflies. Guys, this is Canada. Ta-da! Bison right at the road.
So big.
Yeah, just casually lunching. Or lounging.
All they do is eat and sleep.
Yeah. I don't
That's
know.
life.
I don't know if it's a good life or a boring life.
For you, it would be a great life. Those are your favorite things.
Let's continue. And it's raining, of course. Not much, but just to make our lives a bit unpleasant. There is a thunderstorm in the background as well, just to add to the atmosphere. So pretty. Big cows.
There's 6 of them in total.
Yeah.
Our new record in this national park.
Yeah.
We decided to try an alternative route to our campground, which is longer by 700 meters, but we thought let's give it a go, and it looks to be much more pleasant so far.
Look, guys, this is like a highway.
Yeah.
So we were struggling to get through the swamps and everything, and we could have used this one yesterday.
I think there will still be a lot of mosquitoes here as well, but it's definitely easier to walk this path.
Yeah.
So maybe tomorrow, when we pack our things and return to our car with everything, we might return this way actually.
Yeah, I think that's 100% certain already. I have decided. So this is the way. This is so pleasant. There are still a lot of mosquitoes here, but I would say not billions, just millions.
Yay!
So it's better. Yay! And we are here.
Again,
This was so much easier. It was a good choice to choose this road. And it seems there is no one here except us. But there were 2 girls walking, we passed them, and they are going to sleep here, so
Yeah.
we won't be alone. But I don't know, it's probably better because last night we were quite scared because of the bison that got close to our tent. So it's kinda a better feeling when you are not totally alone. And we are home. We've been chilling here in our tent because we are so tired, and we are hearing coyotes in the distance somewhere. Right, honey?
We think it's coyotes, yeah. I've never seen one, but we've heard them a few times before. They are kinda scary.
Yeah, first time I heard coyotes was in Yellowstone, and it was like kids laughing, but like in a horror movie. It was so weird and scary.
I slept through it.
Yeah, that's my honeybee. Always the best sleep. I envy him all the time. So this time I feel like it's a struggle between a duck and a coyote. Like there is a fight or something.
But I don't hear any duck fighting.
I do. It's so peaceful here at the lake. I absolutely love it. Morning.
We're leaving our first campground, where we stayed the first 2 nights, and we are leaving Elk Island National Park. We saw basically the whole thing. It's a small national park, so I think that was a good decision to stay here for 2 nights. And now we are walking back to our car, which is 4 kilometers again, and then we'll spend about 4 hours driving to Jasper National Park.
Yeah.
And we're going to stay there for 3 nights, but in 2 different campgrounds. So today we will build our tent again for 1 night, and then tomorrow the whole thing again.
Okay, we'll be experts on this.
But it doesn't take too long. If you know what to do, then it's pretty fast, right?
Yeah, it is. There was a thunderstorm in the night, and it was an interesting experience because the lightning was quite strong. And now the air is fresh, it's sunny, it's amazing, and I'm glad we found this new route, because otherwise our shoes would be wet again. But not anymore, they are dry and it's perfect.
And there are not many mosquitoes here.
Yes, exactly, so it's much more pleasant. And that was it for Elk Island National Park. We had a 4-hour-long drive ahead of us. We stopped at the edge of Edmonton to buy a bit more food. But we didn't need much. As you can see, the shopping carts are too big for us. We bought some bread, beans, peanut butter and jam and a few bananas. And of course cookies. Yum! And then as the time went by, we were getting closer and closer to the mountains. The Canadian Rockies are here and we are entering Jasper National Park. We already visited it 7 years ago and it was our favorite national park in Canada, so there is a lot to look forward to. We set up our tent in the camp we had booked in advance and then we were getting ready for the next adventure that was awaiting us in the evening. Don't forget to tune in next time, as we will go for hikes in beautiful high mountains. There will be falling down, walking in snow, and we'll even see a grizzly bear. OMG. So until then, bye!